Hey guys, it's Phil. I've been recently diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and I want to give you a little bit of an update. So last week was a super eventful week for me. On Sunday, I started realizing that I'm paranoid, almost to the point of delusion. Not a psychotic episode or anything, but so I tend to ruminate a lot, and the ruminations really feed into my paranoia a bit, maybe more than a bit. But I started realizing that if I ever detect what I believe someone's intentions to be is different from what their actions are, it starts the bug in my head, and like the ruminations really just let that go into overdrive. And I'm pretty good with perception, and meaning that I catch a lot of details that oftentimes go unnoticed. That really works against me when it comes to the paranoia and ruminations, because once that paranoia bug starts in my head about somebody, I'll start to maybe perceive details about them that may not even be there. And looking backwards in the past, I can't tell if a lot of times I got really angry with people, if that was justified, or if I just saw details that weren't really there. Now that I realize this, I feel like I'm losing my mind in the very literal sense of the word, because if I have any kind of strong emotion towards somebody, whether it be anger or just annoyance, I have to always stop myself and ask myself, is that for real, or did I just make that up? And it's kind of hard knowing that your paranoia kind of makes you unreasonable, irrational, maybe a little bit delusional, and that feeling that I'm losing my mind is not a good feeling. It's terrible. Yeah, and I'm gonna be working through that with my therapist, and that brings me around to one of the frustrations I mentioned in the first video about conflicting advice. When I read things about bipolar and things that bipolar people should watch out for, some of the symptoms, some people tell me that's a really good thing, because you can start to realize things or catch yourself with things and develop some coping skills now that you realize that's happening. And then the other camp will tell me that, no, Phil, you should stop reading those things, because like I said in the first video, it's like mass hysteria. What if I didn't have that symptom before, and just because I read it, my mind will start making it happen? Both sides make a lot of sense, and I'm not sure what I should be doing with that. And so there's that. So I thought I was starting to get really, really depressed. So I bought a bicycle. With the weather being so nice, it was kind of awesome, and it helped to get me out of the depression a little bit. And I had another suicidal ideation. You know how sometimes when something just pops into your head, like a memory or something, and you'll almost see it like a movie in your head, and think about like a jingle or a melody of a song that just the harder you try to get out of your head, the more it sticks. What ended up happening was I was pretty down, and I started seeing myself going downhill super fast on my bicycle into oncoming traffic. Now, I don't want to die, especially at that moment, so I tried to get it out of my head because I knew it was a bad thing, and given how unstable I've been lately, I tried really hard to get it out of my head, but it's like that jingle thing, you know, like the harder you try, the more it sticks. And so that happened. Otherwise, I was kind of happy that I was able to get the first YouTube video up. I spent a lot of time kind of deliberating on what I should add, what I should be a little bit more vague about, and how much of what I explained I'll get into further with more details in the future. Thankfully, I'm not getting depressed. I think the bicycle really did the trick. Helps me get my energy out. I just have so much of it lately. But yeah, that's the end of my quick little update. Hopefully it was quick. I don't know what it's going to be like after I edit the video, but if you can relate to some of the things I've been talking about, comment, like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, especially if you think that they can benefit from these videos. Unless I know you from the work world or anything like that, then please don't share it with anyone that I might have a professional relationship with. I'm not really there yet. If you have anything that you'd like me to talk about or get into more detail about, let me know, comment section. Again, no good sign off. Bye.